Hi! In the previous video, we discussed the proper way on how to execute chokusuki. So by now, I'm hoping that your chokusuki is getting better and better. Okay, now, aside from the things that I mentioned on my previous video, there are still more things that we still need to practice and learn in order for us to perfect our chokusuki. But by following the instructions and tips and suggestions that I mentioned on the video about chokusuki, it will give you a good foundation in learning perfect chokusuki. We are going to discuss the other details of chokusuki on my future videos. So, for the meantime, we are going to discuss the other fundamental techniques that are common on the three Kihon Kata, and that is the stances. Stances are sometimes neglected by the students, but that should not be, because stances are very important. It's important in almost every sport and in any activity that we do. It's important in our daily lives, and it's important in karate. Your stance will either make or break your karate technique. It provides a stable base from which your tsuki, your uke, your uchi, your keri, and it may be executed. It controls the body position and distance to the opponent, as well as the relative angle between technique and your target. And also, one of the reasons why we should study stances is to prevent or minimize future injuries, specifically around the knee or ankle region. In the three Kihon Kata, Kihon Kata Shodan, Kihon Kata Nidan, Kihon Kata Sandan, we encountered four fundamental stances, and that is Musubidachi, Hachijidachi, Heikodachi, Kokotsudachi. So in doing the Kihon Kata, you will encounter four fundamental stances, and this is the first stance that you will do in Kihon Kata. The first stance is what we call Hachijidachi. Hachijidachi. Okay? Hachijidachi is formed by putting your heels or your foot shoulder width apart. So I'm going to get stick, measure here, like so my shoulder is about this length. Put it on the floor, then put some marker. I hope you can see the marker. This one and this one. So you will put your heel at that point, and that is the exact width of your shoulder. Okay, and then the toes will be pointing outward at 45 degrees. This. Okay, and this is Hachijidachi, and this is the stance that you assume whenever you start a training, whenever the sensei calls for like when they say line up, and then you position like this, you take Hachijidachi. Okay, Hachijidachi. So the next stance that you will do is Musubidachi. Musubidachi is performed by putting both heels together. Here. Okay, putting both heels together, and the toes still pointing outward with 45 degrees like this. This is Musubidachi. And you assume this stance after you announce the name of the kata. Like from Hachijidachi, you will say Kihon Kata Shodan. and then you will move your one foot, okay, and position like this, and then you will bow. So this is the stance that you will assume, or you will do whenever you bow. Okay? And then you go back to Hachi Jidachi before you start Kata. Alright, now, the third stance that you will assume is called Heikodachi. Heikodachi. So Heikodachi is done by simply from Hachi Jidachi, you just pull the toes inward, pointing directly forward. Okay, like this. Okay, so the width is the same as Hachi Jidachi, but the toes are pointing forward. This is called Heikodachi. Heikodachi. And this is the stance that you will use whenever you're walking. Okay? Heikodachi has some variation. If you step your left foot forward, one foot, okay, forward, this is called Hidari Heikodachi. Because Hidari means left. Okay? It means that your left foot is stepping forward, but still this is Heikodachi. If you step your right foot forward, this is called Migi Heikodachi. And this is the step you will use to step forward. Okay? And then you step again with your right foot with Migi Heikodachi until you finish the sequence of the punches. Right? So that is the three fundamental stances. So the fourth fundamental stance is Tokotsu Dachi. So Tokotsu Dachi is formed by doing this. Now from this position, together, you move one foot, one fist away. Okay, I have your measurement here. You can see there's a marker. So this is approximately one fist, with the width of my fist, and or you can also do it the width of your heel. So that. Now, if you put the foot here, you move your other foot one fist width away from each other. Now one foot, maybe the right foot, will turn 45 degrees outward, and the other foot will move 2 foot length forward. As you can see, this is a marker. This is actually the length of my foot. So this is 1, and then 2. Second marker, right there. Okay? And then you drop your weight and keep your body straight. On the side view, on the side, you get the position, you move your foot, one fist away from each other, and then one right foot turns 45 degrees, and then the other foot will move 1 foot forward, 2 foot forward, and then keeping your back straight. Okay? This is Tokotsu Dachi. Now, Tokotsu Dachi is the stance you will do when, for example, in Kihon Kata Shodan, you are going to execute the Soto Uke or outside block, and you move backward. You will do Kokutsu Dachi. In Kihon Kata Nidan, when you do this block, okay, and so forth in the other kata. So that is Kokutsu Dachi. Now that are the 4 fundamental stances that you will learn, you will practice in doing Kihon Kata. Now the measurements that I have given you for the stances are just approximate measurements. These are just guide for you so that you can check if your stances are too big, too wide, too narrow, or too long. Okay, so those are just a guide for you, so you can check if you're doing your stances correctly and properly. So that's it. Keep practicing. Now if you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and hit the notification bell. And see you on my next video.